Good afternoon, students. How are you all? I hope you all are doing great. Yes? So, I'm here to teach you about a chapter that is very interesting, and I hope you will love that chapter. Right, students? So, first of all, I'm writing here two things, okay? One is lemon, right? And the other one is coffee. Okay, students. The other one is coffee. So, students, now tell me what is the taste of lemon and what is the taste of a coffee? We all have tasted this, yes? And we all, on the daily basis, we consume all this coffee and lemon also, yes? So, tell me the taste of lemon as well as of coffee. Coffee is of bitter taste, right? And the lemon is of sour taste. Yes. So between the given items, which will taste sour and which will be bitter? Tell me, which is bitter and which is sour? This is sour and this is bitter. Okay, okay students. So lemon tastes sour and coffee tastes bitter. Okay, so why we are studying this? So what is the use of this? So students, we are studying this because there are different chemicals which are present in different edible substances, and because of that only they taste particularly. Like lemon tastes sour, not bitter, because of some kind of uh, chemicals which are present in the lemon only. Okay, so that is called pH level. So today we are going to study about the pH level of the different food items. Because of the pH level only they taste differently, right students? And so you have also heard about the litmus paper test, right? So what is that litmus paper test? So students, we have studied about litmus paper test. Okay, we have also heard about this term litmus paper. So what is that? So that is a red litmus solution, right? If we are using red litmus paper, so what it for acid, there is no change, right? If we dip the red litmus paper in acid solution, then there will be no change. Okay, when we dip that red litmus paper into base solution, then there will be change. The paper turns into the blue color, right? And what about the water? There will be no change. This is of red litmus paper. With the help of red litmus paper, we can test which one is acid and which one is base. So red litmus paper turns base into blue color. Red litmus paper converts base into blue color, and whereas blue litmus paper turns acid into red color. Is that clear students? I will write here so that you can write it down in your notebooks, right? So what is this red litmus paper? Red litmus paper converts base into blue color. Okay beta. Now what about the okay, and what about the blue litmus paper? Blue litmus converts acid into red color. Okay students, is that clear? This much is clear to all of you students. So what is that? When we dip a red litmus paper into base, so what will happen, the color will change into blue color. And when we dip paper into blue litmus paper, then what will happen, the acid converts into red color, and for water there will be no change. Okay students, for water there will be no change. I hope till now everything is clear. Okay, so the litmus paper test differentiate the liquids chemically. So, can you guess the topic of today's class? Yes, students. Now, can you guess what we are going to study today? Yes. Any guesses? Okay. So, I will tell you. We are going to study about chemical properties of acid, bases, and salt. Okay, chemical properties of chemical properties of acid, base, and salts. Okay, chemical properties of acid, bases, and salt. So today our topic is this. So reaction of acid with metal. What is the reaction of acid with metals? When acid reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. When acid reacts with metal, it gives plus salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay. So when acid reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. You have to learn this equation. Okay students, if zinc would have been heated with the base sodium hydroxide, let's say base is sodium hydroxide, then what will happen? What will happen if zinc would have been heated with a base that is sodium hydroxide? Then what will happen? So this is for acid. This equation is for acid and this equation is for base. When base reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. Same. Hydrogen gas, salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay, so for both acid and base the reaction will be same. When acid reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. When base reacts with metal, it gives salt plus hydrogen gas. So the equation is same for both the things. Okay students, so you have to learn both the equations. This equation is very important. Okay, so moving ahead, how will you demonstrate to find the nature of three solutions given in separate test tubes if only one litmus paper is provided to you? So, okay, this one is A, that is water. This one is B, that is acid. And this one is C, that is base. So just now we have studied that for water there will be any change if we use red litmus paper or blue litmus paper. Is there any change? No. For water there will be no change. It remains same. No change. Okay students, so there will be no change. For water there will be no change. For water there will be no change. Okay. So for water there will be no change. And what about the acid? Okay, for acid, if let's assume we are using red litmus paper. Okay, so if we are using a red litmus paper, then it will convert base into blue color. You have to learn this. If we are using red litmus paper, then it will convert base into blue color. Base into blue color, and there will be no change. Okay, but when we are using blue litmus paper, then what will happen? Again, for water there will be no change. Yes, for water there will be no change. Then what about the acid? If we are using blue litmus paper, then acid will turn into red color. Right, student? Red color. And the base will, there will be no change. Okay, student, there will be no change if we are using red litmus paper, right? So, okay, what is happening here? Like, I am putting a Coca-Cola can into some kind of acid. So, what will happen? Yes, what will happen? It reacts. Yes, it will react to the metal. Okay, is there anything common between these two? Let's assume there are two iron nails. Okay, one is rusted and another one is normal. So there should be some changes, yes, which we can see easily, that the iron nail which is rusted is the color of that rusting nail is brown color. Yes, and the surface is very rough, but the iron nail that is of normal without rusting, that will of silver color, and it is very shiny and slippery. Right, students? Okay, so why it is important to know the structure of acids and bases? Is there any scale to measure it? Yes, students, tell me why it is important. क्यों ज़रूरत है हमें जानने की कि कोई चीज़ जो है उसका उसका क्या स्ट्रक्चर है, या फिर वो कितनी डिग्री उसकी हाई है एसिडिटी की या बेसिसिटी की. वाई इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू नो देयर डिग्री. वाई? Because in hospitals also we have seen that some pictures are there in laboratory also, and the marks is cross sign that it is highly acidic. So please stay away from this chemical. It is highly reactive or highly acidic. Okay, that's why, because they are too dangerous for us, right? Okay, students. So yes, we have seen that type of structure. And what is that? Yes. So this is what? Warning sign. Please stay away from these type of chemicals. These are what? Chemical. Chemical. So these are very dangerous. As we can see, the finger is damaged. That's why, because of this chemical, these symbols are being used in the laboratories, right? So please stay away from these type of chemical. That's why there is the importance to know the degree of the acids and bases, right? Okay, so acid contain hydronium ions. Acid contains acid contains hydronium ions. That is, the measure of concentration of hydronium ion gives us the strength of acid. The same goes for bases, only by taking the concentration of OH minus. So what is the, beta, I am writing this on the board so that you can copy it from here only. Acid contains hydronium ions. hydronium ions. What is the equation for that? H2CO3. H2CO3 plus H2O gives H3O plus H3 minus. Okay, students. So this will be the equation for that. Now the second thing is the same goes the measure of concentration of hydronium ions gives us the strength of acid. Okay, students, so please write it down in your notebooks, right? It is very important. Acid contains hydronium ions. H2CO3 plus H2O gives H3O plus HCO3 minus. So the measure of concentration of hydronium ions gives us the strength of acid. Please write it down in your notebooks, beta. Please write it down. Okay, so I hope you all have done this, right? So we should move further. Okay, student. So the pH scale, right? There is a pH scale also. What is that? 0 to 14, like 1, 2. Okay, is it visible to all? Okay, so here 14, 7 is neutral here. What is this? 7 is neutral here. And what about this front area? That is acidic, most acidic. Acidic. And this is when we move towards the 14, this is basic in nature. What is alkaline or basic? Basic or alkaline in nature. Okay, students, so food item, that is stomach. When we have acidity in our stomach, so what is that acidity? So that is of pH level of 1. Okay, then the lemon is so sour. Yes, the pH level of lemon is 2, right, students? Vinegar, it is having the pH level of 3. Then tomato is having the pH level of 4. Then coffee is having the pH level of 5. Then milk is having the pH level of 6, right? And water is neutral. So it is having 7 pH level. Okay, so water is having 7 pH level. That is why we water do not have any type of taste. Okay, it does not contain any taste. It is tasteless. Why? Because it is neutral in nature, right? Then the blood is basic in nature. Yeah, baking soda, stomach tablets, ammonium solution, soap, yeah, bathing soaps, they contain what they contain. They are basic in nature. Then bleaching powder, bleach, drain cleanser, then those all comes under alkaline nature. Okay, that are basic in nature. Now, is water acidic or basic? Just now we have studied that, and we can see on the board also that water is having 7 pH levels and it is neutral. So it is not acidic nor basic. Okay, so there is an urgent critically to learn about pH. It is everywhere. Do you know that apart from food items, pH is everywhere. Even in our body, mechanics is influenced by it. Yes, that our stomach is having, how we are affected by pH. Acidity, HCl, which is present in our stomach, right? Then tooth decay, pH above 5.5. When pH level occurs above 5.5, then we have tooth decay, right? Is body the only thing where pH naturally affects us? Does it occur somewhere else also? Yes, yes. Defense mechanism by organisms, methanoic acid, right? Methanoic acid in honeybees, in ants, acid rain, when pH is reduced to below 5.6. जब क्या होता है, जब pH reduce हो जाता है 5.6 से, then there will be acid rain, which we know that it is very harmful. Yes, students. So somewhere pH is everywhere and indirectly it is affecting to many things. Okay, so coming to the recapitulation part, today we have studied about the solutions. There are three type of solutions. Yes, acids, neutral and bases. Yes, can you tell me the example of acids? Yes, lemon, tomato and stomach HCl, very good. What is the example of neutral? Water. What is the example of bases? Baking soda, bleaching powder and yes, ammonium medicines. Yes, these all are bases in nature. So you have to learn that table, so it will help you, right? Then blood, soap is the another example of bases. Okay, so various phenomena in nature and importance of pH scale, that how it is affecting us. Acidity in stomach, it is because of pH level only. Tooth decay, when it goes above 5.5 pH level, then we suffer from tooth decay. Then acid rain, when pH comes below 5.6, then it is acidic rain, right? Bee and ant stings, methanoic acid, this is their defense mechanism. So defense mechanism is bee and ant stings, they just through that methanoic acid, whenever they feel danger, then they are not safe, right? So they use that for defense mechanism. I hope till now everything is clear to everyone, right? So there is an activity, collect the soil from your backyard today, get it to lab tomorrow morning, add 2 gram of the soil in 5 ml of water and check its pH value using universal indicator. Okay, and the question you have to do at your home is, if you accidentally touch the nettle leaves, it causes pain and rashes. Explain the reason for it and what could be the remedies. Is there been natural occurring remedy for that? Okay, so you have to come up with these. One is activity and another one is your homework, question for your homework. So students, please take care of yourself. Have a nice day. We will meet tomorrow. Thank you.